I know you talk about the spinach dip in the New York restaurant a lot. How often have you given other spinach dips a chance and how disappointing was it? Well, I try to make my own spinach dip. Only you make spinach dip with like sour cream and cream cheese and then spinach and then other cheeses. And I didn't have most of that. So it was spinach that I didn't fully cut up. So it was very stringy. And then I didn't fully cook it. And I just kind of dumped the frozen spinach in there. So it was very weird and wet and soggy. And then I put a bunch of sour cream in there. Or no, sorry, I put cream cheese in there. And I didn't know what to do about the sour cream. So I just put milk in there because I figured I needed some type of liquid like sour cream is. And then I just hoped that the milk that I put in there bordering on going off. So the milk went sour. Because that's a phrase that people use. Is like, oh, the milk's turned sour, you know? So I thought, like, that's a phrase. It's because old milk turns sour. And sour milk and sour cream both have the word sour in it. So therefore, they're the same thing. So if I put old milk in my spinach dip, that's the same thing as sour cream. And then I put that in a dish. I don't think I put cheese properly in it. I think I put just cheese slices in there. Like lasagna, I layered it because I didn't have like shredded cheese and I didn't have the Rye cheese. And I'm terrified of using a shredder. So I literally I put like layered lasagna type sheets of cheese, like pasta. And then I put it in the oven. And then it became like the most disgusting porridge. Unsurprisingly. You based your reasoning off a phrase? Yes, I took a phrase literally. You can't be mean to me about that because then you'll be ableist. So, gotcha there, punk. I think cooking is much more like math and science than you think. You're improvising in the kitchen like you improvise jokes on the stream. Well, I was always told that baking is science and then cooking is just like what you feel like. And so I wasn't baking, I was just cooking. And like, I thought that if a random person who is a caveman can figure this out on how to make food, then I can do it too by just throwing together. Sour milk and sour cream are not the same thing, ew. Well, like, sour milk has sour and it also gets chunky in the same way. And sour cream, when you let it out for a little while, it has like the really thin like layer of like liquid on the top that you have to like mix in. And like that kind of looks like the same thing. It's like the same texture. So I thought it looked the same and then it both had the word sour in it and it's like the same texture. So I just figured it was the same thing. And I was wrong. I think she should stick to the butter and tortilla in the microwave. Bri is simultaneously one of the biggest brain VTubers and also the most screensaver single brain cell pinging around VTubers too. Like, it is incredibly difficult for so many different reasons I can't begin to explain. Like, you guys are saying that it's different, but even now, I think I was pretty close. Like, even now, I was like, it's like dairy, and the only reason that it didn't go well is because it was too liquidy. Like, you guys keep saying like, oh no, Bri, that's not how it works. I still think that it works in my head. I just needed to do it better. I think yogurt would have worked maybe. Yeah, but I didn't have yogurt. I only had cream cheese. And I figured that I couldn't just put more cream cheese in there. I needed like some like acidity and sour milk. It was so close that I dare you to eat all of that spinach dip? No, it was close like in theory, but it didn't come out right. So it didn't taste good. And also, again, the spinach was frozen spinach that I didn't cook or drain or do anything with. It was like I need to... Okay, so you have like the ramekin, right, that I put it in. That was like this. Right? And I put it in the dish and then you put this in the oven, right? Okay. So I put like cream cheese like this. And then I put like a layer of milk like this. It was like kind of mixing with the cream cheese. And then I put a slice of cheese like this. And then I just put a straight up like wedge of frozen spinach like that, not fully in it. And then I put another slice of cheese like this, and then like this. And then I shoved it with a chopstick. I shoved it in and kind of tried to indent the cream cheese like around it. And then I put one more cheese on top of it. And then I poured more milk on top of that. And then I put it in the ovens. Did you stir it at all? Well, like I couldn't stir it because the spinach was frozen. So I just kind of poked at it with the chopstick. Like I just kind of like I tried to like shove the cream cheese so it would kind of like ooze up and around and behind the cube of spinach, so that when the spinach melted, it would like melt into the cream cheese, and then the cream cheese would melt on top of it, and then it would naturally mix in together.
If I ever invite Bri to a party, she's going to be the just bring chips person.
It's a good idea. You know, people make actual recipes. I was using a recipe. I just didn't have a lot of ingredients. So I kind of just made do with what I had, because I went to the store to get spinach, and then I kind of forgot about the sour cream, and then it was too late, and it's what recipe were you reading? I think it was from WikiHow. I just Googled spinach dip with the least amount of ingredients possible, and then I made that. If you don't have the ingredients, you didn't follow the recipe. I had half the ingredients. It was only like 4 ingredients, and I had like 3 out of the 4. I hope your future significant other will be a good cook. I hope so too. That one ingredient was important. How was I supposed to know? Not everything in a wiki is verified or true. Yeah, but I figured that like they were confident to put it online, so therefore it probably is fine enough. And so it's good enough. 75 ain't good enough. 85% minimum. Yeah, I had the 85% because you forget I put sour milk in there, and sour is like half of what sour cream is. So therefore, that's like an extra 10%. Is just the word sour. The other important thing was mixing the ingredients properly with which the recipe definitely would have told you to do. Yeah, but I mixed it. It would have mixed in the oven. It was kind of like drinking warm cereal, but the cereal was stringy spinach that didn't taste good because it had no flavor in it. Surprised it had no flavor? Yeah, well, I mean, you may be overestimating your ability to modify a recipe by like. Yeah, but like, I just am convinced that I can do things. I'm just convinced that it will just work if I believe hard enough. It's like my spinach dip was Tinkerbell, and if I just believe in her enough, she will be fine, and she will be okay. And in a way, she was kind of Tinkerbell because she came out like glowing, and I feel like if I ate Tinkerbell, I would also get sick. So, you know, it's just a part of general overconfidence. Yeah, I like to call it like delusion rather than overconfidence, but yeah.